They say it's lonely at the top, but there are 19 other teams in the Ontario Hockey League who would gladly trade places with the Ottawa 67s. They're once again the #1 team in the league as they try to match what was an unmatchable season. 1999 saw new owner Jeff Hunt arrive on the scene, and under his leadership, attendance doubled at the Civic Center. Many nights the place was packed, and the team responded, losing only a half dozen games at home. They won the OHL East by 18 points, and while Belleville took the league title, Brian Kilray and company had their sights set on a bigger prize. And on May 23rd, they found it. 2 minutes into overtime of the championship game, Matt Seltek scores to beat the Calgary Hitmen and give the 67s the Memorial Cup, a second national title for Kilray after 23 years on the job. The challenge now, repeat that climb to the top and get just a little bit more lonely. The Ontario Hockey League Game of the Week on Global is brought to you by Canadian Tire, still the right place. By Dodge, a proud sponsor of Major Junior Hockey. And by Molson Canadian, it's still a Canadian game. He's been the backbone of the Brampton turnaround. 18-year-old goaltender David Champ now in his second season, and he's obviously learned after last year's baptism by fire with an expansion team. And as the battalion has improved, so has Champ. He's taken almost 2 full goals off his goals against average and has already won 5 more games this season than the entire team won last year. And if Brampton hopes to upset Ottawa today, they'll need more of the same from Big Save Dave. Today, live from the Brampton Center for Sports and Entertainment, it's the battalion hosting the Ottawa 67.
These teams have minimum history behind them this year. Just one game, that was in Ottawa, November the 26th. A close game until late in the third when Ottawa scored 2 goals to win it, going away by a score of 4-1. Let's meet our starting lineups today, brought to you by Toyota Canada and its dealers. And first of all, for the visiting Ottawa 67s, they will go with Kevin Holdridge and John Zion back in the blue line, and an overage line up front. Dan Tessier between Matt Zoltek and Kevin Malcolm. And for the Brampton Battalion, Jay Harrison and Rostislav Klesla will start on the blue line. Jay McClement between Matt Grenier and Aaron Van Loozen. This is going to be a checking line, and there's 2 16-year-olds on it. How about that? That's what Brampton faces today, and those youngsters certainly have a job ahead of them. In the nets, brought to you by Coho, the brand of goalie equipment used by Patrick Roy, and by Heaton, custom-made goalie equipment for Martin Brodeur and Oli Kolzig. And our starting goaltenders today, first of all, for the Ottawa 67s, Levante Zuper will get the start. 37 games played, 2.31 average. That's the best in the OHL. 25 wins, third best in the OHL. 6 losses, 1 tie, 5 shutouts, 925 save percentage, second best in the OHL. And for the Brampton Battalion, Scott Delavedova will get the start this afternoon. 22 games played, 3.29 average, 6 wins, 12 losses, 2 ties, and in there with a couple of shutouts and an 890 save percentage. So as they will not roll up a red carpet here. I mean, keep in mind the theme. We are this building, the Brampton Center for Sports and Entertainment, nicknamed the Bunker. And as a result, the red carpet gives way to a green carpet. And there was a big inflatable tank that the team has introduced, and they come through there as the starting lineups are introduced. It will be Brampton. We saw them a week ago. We saw them win in Windsor, and they'll just switch colors on the sweaters to their whites, along with the olive green. Is that the appropriate green to be describing, olive green?
With khaki green? Khaki is more of a beige, isn't
okay,
it?
yeah.
Khaki green, maybe?
Right, we'll keep with the
military green, green.
I think khaki is good. And the familiar barber pole sweaters of the Ottawa 67s, and these are their old sweaters.
Yeah, that's the classic.
They have the old logo. Dan Tessier is on the draw for Ottawa, winning it back to the line, and Holdsworth will bring it ahead, and this game underway. Breakaway pass as Mark Bell was in behind the defenseman Tyler Handchuck. Solid hit on the board, shot right on. Delavedova save, can't find it. Van Huff winds and shoots, and it's deflected just wide of the net by Bell. Into the corner, Davidson sending it back, and there's a wicked drive that's deflected out of play. In pretty good shape. 67's Brampton Battalion. Out at center, pass in over the line on the right wing side as DeLille gets the shot away. Loose puck in front of the goalie, score! Scott Dellavedova put it right out in front, and Davidson was there and bangs in the rebound, and an early lead for Ottawa.
Yeah, Davidson doesn't get all of this puck, but he gets enough to get it behind Dellavedova. You'll notice that he almost chips it over Dellavedova as he falls down. Didn't get all of it, but certainly enough to get it behind the red line. You'll notice here in the replay, the puck comes out in front. Here's Davison out in the front. It's the shot, the rebound, and watch, he just sort of chips it. It's like a knuckleball going over, and not the hardest shot we've ever seen, but certainly effective.
Into his own zone will be John Zion. Both teams hurrying up a line change here. At center, in over the line, shot, Jacobs scores! Dellavedova misplayed it. It went right through him.
Well, Jacobs went to get the big shot going, Jack, just inside the blue line. Faked the shot, continued through, and then let it go. And I think Dellavedova just misplayed it, as you said. He got it into his midsection and just sort of trickled through. You'll notice as he comes across the blue line here, he fakes the big shot right here and then continues through. He had open ice. That was a wrist shot, and I think it just fooled him.
He still does not know it's through him, and 2 quick goals, but it doesn't look like Stan Butler is going to get the hook out. At least not yet. Scott Dellavedova has not played in a while. 4 straight starts for David Chant. Loses possession. Thompson is right there trying to feed Harrison. It's intercepted. 367s at center. And on the left wing, Davidson centering pass out in front. Shot right on, and Dellavedova makes the save coming to his left. And a big save for Dellavedova just to get his confidence after giving up 2 early goals.
Ottawa's not fooling around here, Jack. Big time body check.
Briefly, but Harrison's shot ends up ping-ponging back to center ice. DeLille with a shot wide of the net. And then he centers. Davidson scores!
Good forechecking by DeLille out to Davidson, and he buries the puck. Once again, the forecheck here, the Ottawa 67s. We're only 6 minutes into the period, and they're just coming full bore on this Brampton Hockey Club. Look at here. Good hard forecheck. DeLille gets it out in front to Davison. Picks the corner on the long side. Nice shot.
A 3-0 Ottawa lead. We're just getting started. Well, while we were gone, they just straightened out a matter here as Miguel DeLille goes to the penalty box. Apparently, the shot was taken with a broken stick. The goal is disallowed. It stays at 2-0.
Jack, we don't have clarification on that, but I think maybe DeLille had the broken stick, putting the puck out in front of the net, and that's why he's sitting in the box.
Not bad numbers for a low-scoring team like the Brampton Battalion. And they're pressing here out in front. McClement shot, blocker save, rebound, and Super goes down, waves the arm, and he's got it.
Oh, Aaron Van Loosen, a wonderful opportunity right out in the slot, and Levante Zuper just steals it blind. What a great save.
I have a question to all NHL scouts watching now, and I know there are many of you. What don't you like about this guy? He is not among the top 20 rated goaltenders in North America, and it's mind-boggling.
Absolutely incredible. Watch this play. Watch this save. Here's Aaron Van Loosen right out in front of the net, just wheels around right here and tries to throw it high. A great glove save.
Back to the left point. Harrison's shot is blocked, and now Ottawa on the rush over the line. Bell scores.
Oh boy, did Mark Bell ever bury that one high in the glove side. And I think we're going to see a goaltending change here, Jack. Boy, that a beautiful shot, though, going in on the short side, and I think that's one of the reasons we're going to see the hook here. Watch this play. Watch. He's taking just a quick look right there and just cranks it over the glove hand. Maybe got a piece of it, but not enough to stop it. And David Chant is coming into the nets here for the Brampton Battalion.
And a rather prophetic observation by Don Martin in the opening, talking about David Chant and how we may end up seeing him anyway after this high-powered Ottawa offense goes to work. 30th goal of the year for Mark Bell. And don't forget, he was away for a while with the national junior team. So that's 30 goals in fewer games.
I think he's only
unassisted goal.
I think he's
Davidson with a goal and with the puck and on the back check. Bateman forcing him off the disc. Then Bateman picks it up, gets it away at the line. Bell's in alone. He shoots high. And then it skips over an Ottawa stick. Davidson was over there looking for it. Now it's whisked by Thompson in on the left side. Torres a drive. Put it off the goalpost. Quick transition by Brampton. And now they're beginning to throw the body around. They're going, you never know. Those could be the two teams meeting in the final. Plymouth has probably been the best team record-wise in the second half. Another chance for Ottawa in tight. Chant the save. Rebound. He's down on his back. And he holds it out. Josh Tatarin can't believe it. But David Chant has come in and stopped the bleeding. Huntsman gets it ahead for Davidson. Left wing boards. Rink wide. Right side. Gets behind McLaughlin. He doesn't hold them in. He scores!
What an effort. What a tremendous effort. Ian Jacobs. Boy, second effort. He just continued to the net, and he just got that goal, Jack, with just one hand on the stick. Watch this effort. Works his way through, fights off the defender, one hand on the stick, and watch, just a little chip there. Just gets it up over David Chant's stick and into the net. Man, what a goal. Killing penalties.
They like to hang high when the point men have the puck.
Here we go.
Turnovers and 2-on-1. Bell and Tessier. Harrison, the player, back, and open corner for Bell. He just missed it. Teams changing. We're in the final minute of this opening period. 4-0 Ottawa. Torres over the line. Nice move. Gets it. Scores! Rafi Torres with number 34, and it's a beauty.
Rafi Torres, just one of the high-ranked guys. Of course, I believe he's 7th now in Central Scouting, and you'll just see him come in here and put a nice little move on the defenseman. Gives it to him and takes it away and goes around him in. Beautiful shot here, Jack. Look at this little play. The defense starts backing in. Here's Rafi. He'll come along and watch him sort of give it to the defenseman. Take it away from him right there and right up over the glove hand of Levante Zuper. A beautiful goal.
First it's the move, and then it's the release. 34th of the year for Rafi Torres. Center if they can get organized. On the right wing, these are the three guys they want. Torres back into the slot. Shot blocked. Rebound in front of the net. Quickly dispensed to the near boards. And Galbraith. Oh, he and Klesla run into one another. Talbot in over the line. Talbot gets around McLaughlin. Puts it in on goal. And now here go the sticks. What a hit. Klesla and Galbraith, who is a Brampton native.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Lance Galbraith was down, but he was up just as quick as he went down, Jack. He doesn't stay down very long. Great open ice body check, though, by Klesla. And as you mentioned, he is a big, big guy. Here's the check. You'll see it at center ice. Galbraith has got his back turned, and oh, here he is. Just a little bit of a jump, and Klesla goes down as hard as Galbraith. And I'll tell you, Galbraith got right back up as fast as he could. He doesn't lie around.
Guy's got a rubber veneer.
Oh.
Lance Galbraith, not the biggest guy in the league, 5'10", 180. And as you're watching across Ontario, if you have an OHL team, you probably can't stand him when he comes to your building.
Man.
But I'll bet you'd love to have him in your team's lineup. It's broken up by Harrison. Picked up as Brendan Bell went to the net. He's blocked. And if Brampton can get any speed going, which they couldn't, Thompson does get across. Klesla, Bateman walks in. Oh! Just about scored, but did not. The net's knocked loose. Great play by Bateman. And the ironic part about it was just you couldn't get his feet going. Thompson, you can see him at center trying to get some speed. He just couldn't get his feet going, and it still turned into a good play.
Big thing was he got the blue line, and you'll see the play as it continues to the net. There's Klesla. This guy scored 11 goals this year, so he knows how to put it in. He just couldn't get the handle on it.
Woods is there. Airmails one ahead, up the middle, giving chase for it. Getting there is Bateman. Also getting back was Moyer. There's a drive. They're losing the shot right on. And another chance for Brampton goes by the boards. Big crowd here today. Young and younger. Zion. Slap shot. Right on. Chant. Thought he was giving up a rebound. He got caught up in his equipment. And now Joe Talbot, he's got sticks high along with Klesla.
Well, there's some throwing there, too. And look who's in the middle of that mess. It's Lance Galbraith. There's about 3 guys trying to get at him. In fact, Tyler Hanchuk's got a hold of him here, and Lance Galbraith, he doesn't care how big they are. They can 6'6", it doesn't matter. He'll be in there.
Last week we commented on Klesla, probably dead tired after playing his 4th game in as many days, including the prospects. And we didn't see that edge I was talking about. I think we've seen a lot more of that this afternoon. Picks it up, curls back against the flow. Gets it ahead. No reaction from Grenier. Mark Bell is on it. Centering pass. Tessier denied by Chen.
Oh, what a save. What a great save. There's a bit of a mix-up on the D here for the Battalion. They didn't get the puck out. They tried to work it out instead of shoot it down the ice. Tyler Hanchuk had it. He moved the puck ahead instead of shooting it down, and a great chance for the 67s coming back in on David Chant. And you'll see right here, they give up the puck just inside the blue line here. They have full control, but there's a great oh, just a wonderful save. He's a nice goaltender, Jack. He showed us last week just how good he is. And
the glass is fired by Jacobs, and then third around to Mark Bell. And another chance on Chant, and he turned that one away. Now Mark Bell's going to bring it to the net. Delivers, scores! Mark Bell with his 2nd of the game.
As you mentioned, Jack, his 2nd and his 31st of the season in just 40 games. His 41st game today, and boy, you just can't leave this guy around the front of the net. He's got great hands. He gets it away very quickly. Good pressure here by this Ottawa 67s hockey club. A nice shot in on the long side from David Chant. Really not much of a chance there on that one.
Behind the net, being pressed by Van Hoof. Bateman will drop it back. Thompson out of the corner for Torres behind the net. Torres on it, centers right off the boot of Van Hoof. Now it's in the slot. Shot, Thompson right on the line and grabbed by Zuper.
Oh, there's Zuper. Yeah, no, it's oh.
Well, an early line change for Brampton.
Yeah.
It's not the way Jay Harrison wanted to leave the ice.
Yeah, he ended up right in the box. He sort of caught him off stride, and Malcolm sent him in and gave him a little wave as he was in there.
He grabs a hold of the stick of Klesla. Now they're going to talk about it.
They're gonna go here, Jack, because they've had several. Here we go. Klesla falls, but there's Galbraith. He's throwing him, and he's been here before. He knows all about this stuff. They've had several good hard hits between the two of them today, and I think this is just to settle everything once and for all.
This is a guy in Galbraith, 5'10", 180, and he doesn't care who he beats. Klesla, 6'2", 215.
They were going at each other all day. The big hit, of course, in the 2nd period. Another one just at the start of this period, and they just settled it right there. That's it.
Out at center. Now it's 2-on-2 the other way, and it's Rafi Torres.
Oh,
Bateman, backhander. Oh, and Zuper.
Oh, what a save!
Through the skates of Jeff Bateman, and it will be Thompson coming back in the final few seconds. Gets a shot away that misses the goal, and that is going to be that. An enthusiastic crowd this afternoon. I'm sure many disappointed at the outcome, except for that pile of Ottawa 67s fans that give their team a nice hand. A convincing victory this afternoon, and all in all, a pretty good hockey game. The 67s win it 5-1. We're back with our post game right after this. Check our play of the game, and it's brought to you by Kodiak. Kodiak, values, service, and tradition since 1912. We've seen this once already, but it's worth another look.
Yeah, we got to look at this one again, Jack. The 11th goal of the season for Ian Jacobs. As I said before, 2nd, 3rd, 4th effort. He chips this with one hand. He had one hand on his stick from the blue line in. Never did get the 2nd hand on the stick, and a beautiful goal against David Chant.
And that was a beauty, and that is our Kodiak play of the game. And over to the 3 stars, brought to you by Best Western. Canadian hockey's home away from home. Rafi Torres from Brampton, 3rd star. He had an outstanding game today. Dan Tessier seems like he's a star every game. And Mark Bell, with 2 goals in this game, is the 1st star.
Today, the Ottawa 67s over the Brampton Battalion for their 5th straight win. 5-1, the final. Don Martin for Jack Miller and Jack Lynch. Thanks for joining us on the OHL Game of the Week. The Ontario Hockey League Game of the Week on Global has been brought to you by Canadian Tire, still the right place. By Dodge, a proud sponsor of Major Junior Hockey. And by Molson Canadian, it's still a Canadian game.